Verbal Elixir with Avi and Nada.
Show number 3, y'all.
Yay! We are loving, I'm talking about loving the energy.
Yes.
So, tonight's conversation is modern dating. Girl, so, first off, how was your week?
I've had a long week. Long week. My baby hurt herself. She hurt herself, y'all, but can't nothing stop her.
She is rolling around. She rolling around the ground.
She is rolling around and getting where she needs to be. So that makes me happy. But this week was a long week. But you know what? The week coming is gonna be a great week. Great week, yeah. So.
Well, I'm officially a 6 a.m. gym girly.
I ain't even go to the gym last week, so yes, ma'am.
Listen, I've been in that thing tough too. So, you know, and I guess at 6 a.m. it be some fine men in there.
Girl.
But I guess I mean, I've had a few guys talk to me, but I just been really just kind of playing it cool. So,
Live your life.
oh yes, listen, it's a new gym down here, and
the men be in there.
Ooh,
The
they
men be
in
they be menning in there. The men be menning in there. That's all I'm gonna say. It's one in there, and when I go in, I be trying to look this way, cause that man. I didn't know that we had some of those men in the city. I don't know what
they been hiding,
but I be hiding too. So.
Pop out. Listen, back shots all summer, okay?
All summer.
And I mean both back shots.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so what is dating to you? You want me to go first or you want me
You go first.
Okay, so dating to me is collecting data. And by collecting data, you are learning this person, you are looking for red flags, deal breakers, things like that. Like, you're learning. It's literally like collecting data. It's like a science project. Like, does this person work for me? Do they not work for me? What are some things that, you know, I can deal with? What are some things that I'm not going to deal with?
Red flags.
Listen, them red flags do be feeling like Six Flags.
You know, we see the red flags so soon.
We do.
But we be like, yeah, that's pink. It's not red.
I mean, it's not really
It's
red.
not really red.
It ain't
I
really
can
red.
deal with this.
I can tell you.
Okay.
It ain't really red.
So to sum up what she said, that's basically how that's what it is. Like me trying to figure out if this is what I want to do. To sum it all up, like am I gonna do this? Am I not? Do he have a little smile that I do not like, or he have a smile that I like? I mean, it's just that simple. It's really just trying to figure out this person.
I think, listen, okay, this might be unhinged behavior, but I went on a date a couple times with a guy, and the way he chewed his food, I said,
Okay, so you want to talk about
I
chewing some food?
can't.
When I was in high school, y'all, I went to prom with this guy, and we were just cool. He was like, we cool. And we went to eat into Buffalo Wild Wings on the Boardwalk. No, that's a while ago, right?
That's a really long time ago.
And, you know, he got to eating his wings. They were barbecue wings. He got to eating his wings. He had barbecue sauce on the side of his mouth. And I was like, wait a minute, girl. Hold on. I don't want to eat my food. I'm ready to go home. Because you're not going to eat your chicken like that, are you? That is big to me. Like, how a man eats his food says a lot about a man. Like, we can't go nowhere and you eating your food and I'm wiping your mouth like I'm my kid. You my kid. You know, like, yeah, so.
Chewing with your mouth open. I'm talking about like a horse. I'm just like, is he playing a joke on me? He can't be for real.
I don't want to see it.
He can't be for real. But
or a man that goes somewhere eating, his hands be out there. It's like, man, what are you doing?
Because listen, I'm particular about the dirt under your fingernails.
Yeah.
Because for one, you're not putting those fingers up in me and they dirty. Like, we're not doing that. That's nasty. And it's okay to just soak them in some water if you don't want to
Just wash your hands. Just wash them.
in
Soap and water.
Get in there, brush them.
What is it, 20 seconds? Just do this for 20 seconds.
Yeah, you got an Apple Watch. It tells you. It tells you when you're done.
Right.
Shit, get in there.
Right.
But just even if you work on like
cars,
just soak them to get like that dirt, because that's why women's pH, you always gotta be putting your goddamn fingers.
And I don't play
there.
by my pH.
Okay. So what is your idea of a date?
A date? I think I've had 2 real dates in my life.
Drew, what you
I'm 30.
consider
Okay, so
real
the first date.
Because, you know, we unhinged sometimes, so if we don't like the person, we don't count it.
So first date, I was out of town, and he had told me that we was going somewhere really nice and to dress up. So you know, we had like a style, a certain type of style. So I had on my nice dress, he had on his nice blazer. Went to this really nice restaurant, and you know, everyone in there dressed up. The lights are dim. You know, he opened my door. He told me to get whatever I wanted. And it was just like, it was different. It was like the first date.
Really?
Yeah, first date. That was date that I had after I graduated college.
Really?
Yeah, so that was nice. Everything was really nice. I was just, really what got me was the way we dressed. I was like, where we going? You know?
We just sexy?
Yeah. So that was the first date. The second date was with this guy. He was cool. he's
the
really
way
cool.
you said it.
No, he's cool. Cause he probably gonna know he's cool. But we went on a date. I met him, of course. Cause now I'm going on a date. You're not picking me up. And it's nothing against some guys, but I'm just have that real eerie feeling like, let me get to know you first before you pick me up. I don't need you knowing where I stay. So I met him at a restaurant I never ate at. It was really nice. You know, we went in and it was intimate. Like, I think we were the only two in the restaurant. And we sat back in the corner.
Okay, I think
and
I heard his date.
Yeah, he was like, I'm ordering your food. I was like, okay. You know, so.
You gonna order me something?
Yeah. But he had told me before we went on a date, he asked me what I like. He was like, I want to order your food for you. I was like, okay. Order my food for me, you know. So yeah, those are my dates. But an overall date is just like a man making you feel like a woman.
Yeah.
And a lot of men don't know how to make you feel like the woman you are. You know what I'm saying? Taking me somewhere, making me feel like I'm sexy, showing me, you know, making me feel like I'm important, like I am the topic of the night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I like that. I can truly say, like, my ideal date. I've had some good dates. I have. I can say that I've had some good dates. But I think the best one that I had, we literally just went to the park, had some ice cream, and just talked and walked around, had a good time. But that was probably like the best day. He's like, you want to have an ice cream date? And I said, okay. Like,
I think I would like that.
yeah.
You know how you see like the picnics on the back of the truck? And I would love that. Come pick me up. We got some sandwiches to eat.
You were trying to get no quick cat. I was like, okay.
I would love that.
There was like no expectations. Just let's just go get some ice cream and let's go to the park.
And let's just talk.
It was a warm, beautiful, and we talked until the sun went down, and
I
loved that. That was probably like the best date that I had. It was inexpensive, literally. I think and
I think people when they think of date, they think of expensive. Well, date does not have to be expensive. We can literally have a date at home, set the mood. You cook something nice, cook something good, something nice. I'm good.
Right, and that's my version too. Just something simple, something cute and dainty, beautiful, or just something plain and like really intimate. And when I say intimate, not sexual, but just like personal.
Where it's just us. We're dating. We're getting to know each other in this moment. Yeah.
I'm collecting data. Do I like your ass or not?
Right.
Okay. Do I like it or not? Cause Lord. Ooh. Woo.
I think when it comes to so when you're dating and you're trying to I'm not gonna say we be trying to figure out if we like somebody because I know if I'm like you or not. I already told you. If I can't talk to you and we can't have an intelligent conversation and I'm just like, what? I don't want to talk. So I feel like I am that person that I probably need to start saying I don't want to talk to you anymore. But I'm that person that will ghost you and not text you back or find you gonna be like, what's up?
I don't like ghosting.
I don't want to talk.
I know. Okay, I do not like ghosting. Y'all, ghosting is like I used to ghost until I got ghosted. And then I'm just like, okay, this is like psychotic behavior. And it's just like he tries to come back and it's just like, no, you ghosted me. And now I feel like, okay, I didn't like that. So now I try, you don't care. It's just like, now I try to say, hey, this isn't working out for us, on that particular level. We can still be friends. Men don't take rejection well.
They
don't take it too well.
So I told the guy that I wasn't interested. I didn't tell him. Okay, I'll take it back.
I know your ass.
I didn't tell him, but it was this guy. He's cool. And he would like hit me up like every once in a while. Like he would maybe like FaceTime me and be like, I'm at work, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
Or like he'll call or he may text, good morning. And then I say good morning back and we have no more conversation. But beyond that, you know, it just was something that I was like, I don't think this is something I really want to do. Or, you know, I'm not really interested. Because he was a pretty decent guy, no kids, in his 30s, had a decent job. I'm like, just the attraction, it don't do it for me. Not physically, but just, you know, all around. I'm just like, So I decided that the next time he texted me or FaceTime me, I just wasn't going to respond. So I stopped. And when I tell you dude was hitting me up, I was like, oh my God. I was like, I mean, this dude keep hitting me up. I was like, he didn't FaceTime me, he didn't text me, he didn't call me. What'd I do? She was like, just tell me you don't want to talk. So I was like, okay, I'm not telling him nothing. I feel like if you hit me up a couple days back to back, like back to back to back to back to back, and I'm not saying nothing, that means she ain't messing with me, right?
Right.
So
I mean, I get that hint.
Okay.
Really, after the second time, I really get the hint. Like, oh, well, damn.
So I'm like, okay. So the next day, he with the shit. He get the call. I'm like, okay. So I sent him a text. I was like, hey, I'm not interested. I'm just like I think I said I'm just not interested. You know, this is not something I want to do. You know, I wish you well. No bad blood. Just this ain't what I want. He come back with, that's all you had to say. You're a grown woman. I'm a grown man. Hold on, please. I don't know you nothing. See, that's why I don't tell. That's why I don't say. Because now you in your feelings because I don't want to talk. But I didn't have to say that to you. I don't owe you nothing.
Yeah. Do you owe someone?
No.
But
and then he was like, well, I thought we had something. I was like, dude, I text you. You text me. I text you back, and then we don't text no more. Well, that's because you don't say nothing. What do you want me to say? I said good morning. What you want me to say? How your day going? I could, but
no, you could.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
If you're not interested, that's why I go ahead and say this ain't working out for me. And it takes a lot for me to like really like someone. I guess it's just a Scorpio energy. But listen, if I don't like you, you're gonna know. You're gonna know.
I don't see how you didn't know.
Know.
So then after that, I was like he text me. I blocked him, y'all. He started texting me from other numbers.
He was a little
long
crazy.
Story short, he still was texting me. And then he texted me as of recently, and I told him, I was like, he asked me something, and I was like, no, and please don't ask again. And I think he kind of maybe got the hint, and I blocked those numbers that he was texting from. So maybe I'm in the clear. But that kind of stuff is kind of like it's scary, but it's not scary because, you know, dudes get. I don't think he's obsessive or anything, but like you don't.
I don't think I've dated.
You ain't been in my space to even be.
Right.
I don't know, calling me a whole bunch of times trying to see why I'm not answering the phone for you.
Right. Man,
so
it's a little psychotic behavior.
And he was like, well, I think we could be together if it wasn't a distance. No, if I don't want to have
What was the distance?
He live in Dallas.
Sir, I'm bored and want to talk.
That was the thing, we weren't even talking.
Yeah, this is a waste of time. And I think sometimes some men, they like a challenge.
You know what? All men like a challenge.
They do.
And that's my
They're natural hunters.
It'd be so nice.
That sugary sweet face.
No, I'd be so nice.
Yeah.
But I'm learning.
You do, me too.
Put your foot on their necks.
Yeah.
When you put your foot on their necks.
Until they pass out and you lit up.
I'm telling you, I said this before on another podcast. I was always told, you dog a nigga out,
you get the best
10 pounds of your shit. I promise you. The women that are dogs and do not care are married, have the best husbands. Them husbands love them women, and they do whatever for them women. But us nice women, they be like, oh, babe, you want this?
Right.
I bought you this. I was thinking about you. Let's do this. Let's do that. I ain't fucking with you tonight.
Yeah.
It's the attitude you get back. So.
I don't know what it is, but the more you dog them, the more they come back. It's like, oof, they really are like dogs. Yeah. So, speaking of dating, do you adhere to the 90-day rule?
No sex for 90 days?
Yeah.
It depends. So I can be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Have I had sex with someone did I make them wait 90 days? Okay, so when you say dating, let's put it on the table. When you say dating, so like say I leave here, I go to the store, meet this guy, right?
Right.
We're talking, we're kicking it, I like him, and then next week I have sex with him. We talking about something like that?
Yeah, like if y'all are dating,
so
or y'all establishing something. Like,
so I'm gonna put it out there like this, because I don't do a lot of dating. But if I am dating, if I'm talking to you and I like you, and the topic that topic, that's something we run across,
right,
and we have that conversation. I really honestly don't like to have that conversation, because when you start having that conversation with a man, it be bad. The sex don't be worth it. But when it just happened, it be some of the, So with dating, I don't really have to wait the 90 days, because it's just sex. It is what it is. Either we're gonna do it or we not. Either I'm gonna like it or I'm not. You're gonna like it or you're not. And I'm not having sex with you the first night. You know what I'm saying? And then again, some people have. I know someone told me they had sex on the first night and
of meeting someone.
Those people are married.
First time meeting someone.
Those people are married and have kids.
Damn. I guess if you know, you know. Now, me personally, I don't adhere to the 90-day rule.
Just because I don't want you to. So I'm gonna say no, because I don't want you to wait 90 days and then I get some sex from you and I'd be like, I can't fuck with that. So no.
But I do think
it has to be a challenge, though.
It has to be something. Like, I want to mentally connect with you, like mentally have a connection. We have great conversation, think pieces, and things like that. Because
is important, y'all.
The sex is gonna be even better once
if he can talk. Because if he cannot talk, that sex gonna be bad.
Because if you can't talk, look, listen.
And let's not have no sex and you can't talk until you start trying to talk to me while we having sex. That's bad.
Listen,
that's horrible.
If he can talk you through an orgasm,
that's good.
He can talk you through any disagreement.
That's good.
I'm talking about. Listen, that's probably another topic, but I have a praise king. Praise me.
Right.
Tell me I'm being a good girl.
Right.
But tell me, please.
Right.
But it's not that important to me. It's not. Mm-hmm. It's not.
I want to know.
I have
Jada said something. She was like, Jada said that she want to have sex the first night. She don't know if she can be with you or like you if she don't know if you basically can offer her what she needs.
I don't want to do the first night because I kind of feel like it's too premature. If you're going off just strictly emotion, strictly feelings, just strictly that, and you haven't really got down to their personality, how they are. I want to know about your children or your children. Those things are important to me because, I know people who done got pregnant off of one-night stands.
Ooh, baby.
And, okay.
Ooh.
I don't want that type of
I ain't never had a one-night stand, so I'm scary, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scary, but I'm not scary. Like, I'm scary, but I do like I do like the challenge. There's certain stuff I may do, but I'm scared of some shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't having no one-night stand. Because what if I like it?
What if you... Okay,
Then what if I have a one-night stand with a serial killer? What if I had a one-night stand with some... Yeah, or he then kill somebody else or some shit. No, I'm scared.
Yeah, I say personally, me, could I do it? Yeah. Will I do it? I don't know, because like you said, not that I'm scary, but it's like me. Once I'm on you, I'm on you. Like
yeah. Now if I like you, until you show me like you ain't messing with me the same way, then I'm on you. I'm gonna let you know I'm interested. But once you show me, shit, that you ain't, that I'm not what you interested in. Say less.
So, someone wanted to ask a question. He said, does body counts matter? And to caveat off of that, especially if you're a local.
So, yeah, no. So, if you in this city and you local, you're popular. Yeah, I don't want to know your body count, but I do want to know, like, who was the last person you messed with? Because I just want to make sure that you ain't messed with, Okay. But not really, don't know, because this is life. You know what I'm saying? We've all have been through different shit. We're going to continue to go through some shit. And I feel like every man and woman has to go through a phase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, for me, that phase probably is mild compared to some people. But no judgment on anything. I'm just scary. Certain shit I will and won't do. But again, men for sure gonna go through that phase. Yeah. And some women gonna go through that phase. But it only makes them better when they're ready to be with someone, it lets them know like what they want. They didn't see all the shit they need to see. You know what I'm saying? So no, it don't matter to me.
And see, body count.
Just take care of yourself.
True, because body count doesn't bother me. And honestly, I prefer my men to be reformed whores.
And when you say body count with a man, it ain't like so they didn't mess with 10,000 women. They gonna be the same size. I mean, it's not gonna be out of shape. It's not gonna be that. But yeah, so I just feel like, we don't really have to talk about your past. You can maybe like tell me a little bit about your last relationship, but the way I look at things now, I don't even want to know the trauma you had in your last relationship, because it can't happen here. Okay. And I don't feel like I need to tell you about my trauma in my past relationship, because I don't need you. You're not doing the same shit. So we're going forward. We had, I feel like we could have done this and done that to be different, but as far as what he or she did, that's not my business. I don't want to know.
Because I feel, and I've had this from experience. More so is that when you tell a man like the traumas you experienced in their last relationship, they typically do the same thing, or they think they can play with you. They think they can play on your top, and it's like hold on now. Now I didn't tell you that I will whoop your ass in the process of this too. So you slow down, homeboy,
because that's what you get.
You gotta tell that part.
So I'm gonna say no to that question. No.
Okay.
No. But so it's different though. Like when you see like this certain guy on Instagram or Facebook, and like that man, and Keisha, who hair I did last week, and then girl Tiffany, who hair I did the week before, and then who in my chair right now, Lisa, who hair I'm doing now.
Done rolled that right.
All of them. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little different.
It is.
But I'm still not gonna go to him and be like if he approached me and wanted to talk, I'm not gonna say I know you mess with her and her.
Right.
I think we on two different pages in life. You know what I'm saying?
I think because you do hair.
I run across a lot of stuff. When you do stuff like that for the people, like when I say do hair, I mean you're like helping people be who they want to be, making people look how they want to look.
Right.
You tend to know some of everybody. You know someone that knows somebody. It's really not a lot of people who I can't say I don't know nobody they know.
Right.
So these men, I'll be like, oh, okay.
Or
all right.
It's like, especially when you get in the seat, because it's like it's just almost given that you're going to damn near spill your guts. So it's like I think for you it's a lot different because you are a musician. So it's just different. For me, but I can kind of get away with it because I don't really know a lot of people in this city.
And you're not really from this city.
So
yeah,
I don't really know.
I'm not from this city neither though. I was born in Dallas. So, I've been here forever, but I be telling people I'm from Dallas. I was born in Parkland Hospital and check my birth certificate. I'm not telling my story. So I'm really not from here.
Listen. And the only reason why most people know it's not a good no. Okay, I used to
talk to.
Boy, I used to.
No, but we used to work in AT&T, and we worked at one of the stores that everyone come to. So I know I've ran across a lot of people in the store.
Right.
I done seen some men get slapped up and down the store because the girlfriend couldn't get on the phone. Woo! I done seen some stuff.
I have too.
So.
And now my current job is
even worse.
I do some community work, and sometimes I go to the health department, and trust me, that's why I am how I am now. But, okay, so, since body counts is not a big deal, and plus, like I said, I like my men a reformed whore, because I like you with a little experience.
I think they know more. They know exactly what they want. They know what they're willing to put up with and the shit they can't put up with.
So I dated a guy. He was much younger than me at one point, and it could have worked if he was more experienced. He was not experienced in just life and sex. Like, it's all the way around. Amazing. Like, truly amazing.
His life was amazing or sex was amazing?
I mean, I'm a great teacher.
So, okay, I'm just trying to help the people understand what you're saying. That's all.
In a sense, he was just kind of green in life. Like, he didn't go through. By the time he got to, I started dating him. We started dating. I had already been through a marriage, a couple relationships. I had a child, and he had none of that. He was just fresh body. he told me his body count, and it was on one hand. It's like, well, hold on, sir.
And you turned them out.
Did. Did. So it's like body count. I don't care about the body count, but as long as you have experience, I'll take it.
So
I'm not teaching no
I
more.
understand what you're saying. So then, you know, you have to teach them. Maybe like 5 years from now, he's gonna be teaching you some shit. Because he done been through some stuff.
Yeah.
He done been through some stuff.
Like,
He gonna probably have you like, wait a minute,
no,
you know?
young man.
Yeah.
In 5 years, I'll be married. Okay.
I give myself.
I'm gonna be married.
I give myself 5, but I give myself 5 for marriage and another baby. I do want another baby. 5 total.
I'm partial on the baby. If my man wants it, yes. If not, I'm okay with that too.
If he already got a whole bunch of kids, then we good.
Oh.
But if he, so I say it like this: if I get married, and my future husband, because he's gonna be my future husband,
Right.
If he have maybe like 2 kids, 2 or 3 kids or whatever, I'll agree with just having one. We can just have one, just us, cool. But if you got a whole bunch of kids,
no,
we don't have to have any.
No.
Okay. Now, if you don't have any, if my husband don't have any kids, I'm willing to give him 2 more.
2 more?
I'm willing to have 2 more.
Back to back.
They're gonna have to be back to back.
You gonna knock them out?
Really, we need to try for
can
twins.
dig that. I can dig that.
We need to have twins and get it out because you know I want my man to have something. You know what I'm saying? So I would give him 2 kids. But after them 2, that means anything I want. We need. Matter of fact, we gotta have a contract because after these 2 kids,
I need my body did, titties did.
in that contract, I need you to make sure that I am who I want to be.
You know what? Black women in America are the only ones who do not have those things in place.
Because we're gonna have it signed, written, and
Okay.
paid for. So after these kids get a certain age, I'm going to get mommy together. You hear me?
And I'll sign a prenup if you want me to.
Whatever.
My body getting
You
done.
gonna pay
My body getting done, okay? Little life up.
You gonna pay for that?
Okay, titties sitting up.
You ain't gonna make me have all these kids, then leave me because I'm out of shape.
Right.
I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you.
Okay, so speaking of marriage, if marriage is the goal in dating, how long should you date? Like, how long? I personally think that men control all of that. Like, we're not the ones proposing. When I say we women, we're not the one proposing. We're not the one who's really just facilitating that. We control the sex part of it. But it's unfortunate because men really control the proposal part of it. Now, we control how long we stay married because we are the ones who initiate divorce.
Because we get tired.
We do.
And the man thinks that, okay, I married her, she has this, she'll never leave.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go do what you do. Yeah, so, okay, we divorce your ass. But I asked the guy, not too long ago, I said, when you gonna get married? He was like, shit, I ain't get married unless she proposed to me. I ain't proposed to nobody. And I'm like, okay, so you're not getting married. You know, no. But I feel like that I don't think there's a time on how long you should date. I don't want to be dating you for 10 years and then you decide year 11 you want to marry me. No.
Yeah, that's not going to work for me.
No. Now, I do feel like that a man knows when he first meet a woman and he get to talking to her, get to dating her, within probably weeks he know this is the one I want to marry.
I truly believe that.
I feel like a man know. It don't take no man 6 years to know this is a good woman or it's not.
Right.
Like, you know I'm a good woman. You know if you want to marry me. You know if you can see yourself married to me. If he's ready to be married, that's a different story.
Right.
Because he may know that I'm the woman, but I may not be. He may not be ready at the time.
And when you say men are not ready, I think of men who say, "Oh, I'm not ready. Their finances aren't together. They still haven't obtained certain points in their life where they feel proud of themselves. So they want to feel proud. They want that. And if they have not achieved those goals, they're not going to be ready to be married, no matter how amazing of a woman that you are."
A man told me before that he needs to feel like he's the man. He wants to be able to be the man. And when you think about that, that's what a man's supposed to be, the man. You know, so I get it. But I guess with dating and then dating to marry, where we as people go wrong is so if you're dating or we together, we done had a baby. Again, a man know where we going. He know where he going. He know what he want. And if you don't want, the woman want to be married, you can't see yourself doing it. Why not say?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when time get wasted. That's when I hate your ass. All that stuff comes along, but I don't think it's a time on it.
And marriage is really hard work. Like
I am scared.
Listen, it's a lot different than dating. Like, now that I truly think about it, I got married in my early 20s, like a fool. a fucking fool. And but it was a learning experience. Like I was not the best wife. I'm talking about his family used to be like, here comes this bitch coming. Like, god damn, like here she like just hell on wheels. And it's like he was too. Like we both was like clashing. Young. And young. And I didn't.
And you guys had a baby, right?
We did.
Kids tend to put a strain on relationships.
Yes. And he had just lost his father. And so he was like going through a lot of things too. And I had just moved to this state with him, because I was going through like postpartum. And I'm like, listen, girl, like listen. For no reason. Okay, I said, listen, either we going up here with my parents or yours, but I gotta get out of this state. I was in college when I, got pregnant. So it's like the marriage part of it all, I'm ready for it now. I can say that now. 5 years ago, I probably could not have said that. Mm-hmm. And 5 years ago, I probably would not have just openly said, well, I could have. I'm going to say about 8 years ago, I probably would not have said I was a horrible wife. I could have just said, oh, we just didn't make it work. But I can truly say I was an asshole. Like, I was an asshole. Like, ugh. But that's my homeboy now. Like, we get along so well. And
yeah, they talk about all kind of stuff.
We do. That's my homeboy.
How y'all sit up and talk about this?
We talk about people, too. Like, it's and when I be telling him about some of these Negroes. I'm like, these Negroes.
So when it comes to I think, I can't say, for me, marriage is different because I haven't been married. I've never been engaged. So I think I know I want to be married. Am I ready? I think I am. I'm sure it's some stuff that's going to be new. Very new just because I haven't did it. Right. I had my first kid at 28. So that was different.
A little older than this time because my baby old enough to watch her.
Yeah, and now I'm like, I ain't got no babysitter, I can't go. Mm-hmm. So
it's a different vibe.
It's a different vibe. But I know it's something I want. But it is scary just because you see so much now. Right. You see a lot of married men out here cheating. You see married women cheating. Yes. So that scares me. But I used to say, because most guys now, I don't want to be married. Like, look at everybody else around me. I don't see no purpose in getting married. I'm like, yeah, but that don't mean your story going to be like theirs. I want to write my own story about marriage. Either it worked or it didn't. Like, either it worked or it did not work. However, I tried. More than likely, though, if he married me, you're not getting out of this.
Right. My next marriage, absolutely. Like, we're not doing a divorce. Like, we want to be absolutely sure and positive.
You ain't going nowhere.
This is what we want, because if we building a family,
I'm locking you down.
Okay,
I got a trick that's
got a trick.
Lock you down.
I got a trick for you. When a black person say I got a trick for you, it's not magic, okay? So it might be.
You only can get this here. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
It might be magic. But yeah, that's just me. Like, do I see you being an amazing wife? Yes. I think that the man who like really gets you is gonna get like all this love and just hot meals.
Because I will cook for you.
Yeah.
I will cook. I will be working all day, come home and cook. Go to the store, I'm cooking. Or if I ain't cooking, you better believe you're going to eat. I do believe in a house that no matter what goes on, the man should not be trying to figure out what he going to eat. I am going to make sure you eat. You don't have to buy your food. If I'm not cooking, I'm buying food. I got you.
I remember we used to stay across the street across from each other before we moved together, and Donata was always cooking. I'm like, listen, girl, I'm talking about having a good meal every night. And I was like, I keep that in mind. Like, I keep that. She gonna make sure that
you're gonna eat something. You want some cereal? How you want it? You want your milk on top of it? You want a little ice cream on the side? You want some marshmallows? I got you. Just let me know.
Okay. So yeah, that's a good quality is the cooking and the cleaning. Because I believe in that. Cooking and cleaning.
Please clean.
I got that.
Ooh.
I got that.
You know what? And I've met men that be nasty. I'd be like, you're nasty. I'd be like, what if I was nasty? I won't come over there. Oh, so you can be nasty, but I can't be nasty.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I dated a guy one time, and his house was so nasty. I don't know. I clearly was in a stage of lack of self-love, because that house was a mess.
So, I had this thing going with this guy. He was older. Much older. And I went to his house a couple times, and I told him, I was like, your house smell like pee. Like, what's wrong? I smell pissy in here. You're not pee. Where you peeing at? Like, for real. In the living room. So, like, I know
Ew.
he had, like, a couple days when he said, I tried to figure out where his smell come from. I was like, I'm not going back over there. And after that, I was done. I was like, I'm not.
You was trying to figure out where the smell came from?
Yeah. I'm like, well, it smelled like you peeing on your couch and stuff in here.
Kissing out on the floor. Like, I think one time I tried to clean that house. I cannot believe I tolerate such nasty behavior from a man. Listen, that was a point in time where I was like, I had low self-esteem or something. I had to have laid up in a dirty house.
That's a part of dating. You get to, like, when you have your separate home from who you're dating, you get to see who that person is.
Yeah.
And to me, if your house nasty, it says a lot about you.
Right. Now, you know what? Now, the last guy that I actually dated, he had, it was fairly clean for a single man, and he had, like, some dogs, too. I was like, okay, like, that's impressive. Like, if you have a clean house and you got animals in there, too, shit, hey.
I think people used to tell me that they used to come to my house and they couldn't tell I had a dog.
Yeah.
But I'm burning a candle and incense all day long.
Your dog was a good dog, though. Bella didn't do nothing.
I'm burning. You're not going to know nothing over here.
Okay, so I do have a question that somebody has sent in.
Oh, Jesus.
And this one is going to be juicy. So I'm going to read it. It is kind of long. And I'm going to probably like leave out a few things just for the sheer fact of time. But I don't think I told you this. So this is probably like a surprise for you.
Okay.
This is Aviance. Can you please help me understand? So it says, I went on an evening date with a man. We had an absolutely amazing time. We had drinks, food, and great conversation. He also paid for it all. Towards the end of the night, he said that he was going to the restroom. After approximately 20 minutes, I realized I had not seen or heard from him. I gave him a call, and he told me that he had left because of an emergency, and that's why he did not say bye. He offered to rectify the night by taking me out again. So we go on our second date. Great food, drinks, and conversation. Again, he also paid for it again. He went to the restroom, and as last time, he did not come back. I called him and no answer. After a few days, he decided to reach out and apologize for this behavior as he was dealing with some personal things and he did not want to say. I explained to him that I was really, really disappointed, and again, he offered, let me go ahead and take you to lunch. I decided that, I can't go to lunch because of my work schedule. However, I would go on a third date this time and give him one last chance to make it right. So, we went on the dinner night. Again, the third night, great food, great conversations, laughs again, and he paid for it a third time. He said that he was going to the restroom. However, this particular time, I did not wait around. I actually went outside and I saw him. He was standing outside on his phone. When he saw me, he hung up immediately. That's when I asked him, where are you going? Are you leaving again without saying bye? He says yes. And the reason why he leaves so abruptly is because he does not drive or cannot drive and has to Uber everywhere that he goes, and he is embarrassed by this. My friends say it's fishy and I should leave him alone, but I feel that he is genuine. Help.
So first of all, you leave me at a table by myself for 20 minutes. I'm leaving your ass.
5.
It wouldn't have been no more times.
Mm-mm.
But after that second time he leave again, ain't no lunch date, no don't call, don't text me. That's when I'm ghosting you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ghosting you.
That's the only time I believe in ghosting.
You ghosted me?
Yeah.
But that man not leaving the restaurant like that because he can't drive. Like, what city they live in?
Georgia.
Okay.
I don't want to get too specific.
Okay, so when I went to Georgia with my friends, my friend had a car that stayed out there that we stayed with, but we still was parking and Ubering because traffic is horrible.
Right.
So
it shouldn't be anything to be embarrassed about.
I wouldn't give it to him.
Mm.
If I look good when I got out there, okay. So And then
personally,
when you think about like people that live in New York, I was braiding a guy hair. He was from here, but he moved to New York. He said he was gonna sell his car. They don't use their cars out there.
right.
So
They use trains and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Taxis
so-
and stuff like that.
he's not embarrassed.
I don't. If you're watching this, girl,
Let that nigga go.
you are a fool if you go back to him again.
Please don't.
You deserve to be left at the restaurant.
Something is off with that.
He
It
might
seems
have
like
a man or a woman.
Yeah, and it seems like he's hiding more than that because
Right.
you not having a car does. I mean, you're paying for everything, so I know you have some kind of success. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You have some kind of income. You paying for this stuff.
Right.
The food in Atlanta is not cheap. Okay? So you paying for food and drinks, and everywhere out there is expensive. It's nice, so you paying for this stuff, and not to mention you taking an Uber and a Lyft everywhere. So you got some money.
That is
So
that's
what's the big deal?
$20.
What's the big deal?
It's
Why
at
can't you
least
say that to me? You have something to hide. It's something you're not telling me. You got a wife that you can't be seen. Like she
Right.
she looking for you. You got a curfew, or you got a man,
Sounds
or
like
something.
a curfew. Or
Something.
maybe you got an anchor monitor.
You could. You
gotta
could.
get home.
You know what? So what she
Maybe.
should have done was went on the lunch date. Because that'll let you know the time. Like, okay, we go on this lunch date. How long is he out? Because if we're going on the dinner date, like you said, it's getting late and he leaves by a certain time, he may do. He may have to be
kind
home.
of like an excuse of
Yeah.
I have to go to work in the morning. So I
But
don't
you
be
say,
out late.
hey, look at my ankle. You want to talk to me?
That's where transparency and honesty comes
For
from.
real, you let me know, and I decide if that's something I want to do. That's a problem with men with dating. When you meet a guy and he has a woman or whatever, and you don't say up front, and then when I find out, I'm pissed off because
Right.
you give me that choice to decide if I want to have whatever this is I have going on, this
With you.
situationship with
With
you,
you.
while you have a relationship.
Right.
You let me decide if that's something I
Mhm.
want to do. You don't decide that for me.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you think for 2 seconds that you're going to cheat on your woman with me and you think that when I get in a relationship, I'm not cheating on my
And
woman
I
with
know
you.
that if you're cheating on your woman with me, if you have a girlfriend or wife and you're cheating on her with me, I mean, you can't never have nothing because you're going to cheat on me.
Right.
You're going to do the same shit to me.
Right.
Not having it.
What?
This is what it is.
I
That's it.
seek revenge. I'm a Scorpio. I am getting my revenge. Mwah. It tastes delicious. I'm getting it. So think wisely before
Right.
you do.
Yeah.
You know, I personally think, as you said, I think he might have a family at home.
He got
It could
something.
be. It's something.
He got a family. He got to be home by a certain time. He may have his wife thinking, hey, I get off late tonight. I'm be home by this time.
Mhm.
It's something. And I don't believe he don't have a car. I believe he have a car. He got to park somewhere. He got to get back to it.
He went to his car.
Mhm.
He probably did.
He left it at work or something.
He probably did.
Yeah. It don't make sense to me.
Well, but you know what? That doesn't sound too far fetched because Ubering is not embarrassing. I don't mind Ubering anywhere. Okay,
Especially if I'm going to be
I will
drinking.
Uber exactly. I will Uber anywhere.
And in Miami, I ain't renting no car. I'm going to call this Uber.
Okay, or a taxi or whomever or
Whoever.
party bus or
Come
whatever
get me.
you're doing. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in not drinking and driving. Like we not gonna do no drinking and driving. We gonna do things the right way. Okay, I ain't risking my livelihood or anyone's life because of that. So yeah. So yeah, that was the question of the day, and
Let it go, sis.
please, it's a done deal. It's
Let
a
it go.
done deal. So yeah, send some more.
That's Mr. Wrong. That's Mr.
That's
Wrong.
Mr. Finesse. Mr. trying to buy some cootie cat.
Matter of fact, 2-time Finesse said that he got 3 girlfriends. He like to have multiple relationships, and they all understand. First of all, man, excuse me, sir, who? Mr. Finesse.
Who is 2-time Finesse?
The one that sang the song, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Oh, is
Yeah.
a rapper?
Yeah, he said he has 3 girlfriends. He was on he did an interview with somebody. He said he had 3 girlfriends and they all understand. I'm like, what? You know how you who?
Oh, so you're a rapper?
Yeah,
He an ugly rapper? A cute rapper?
he's not a rapper I've talked to.
Mm. I don't listen to like a lot of the like modern day raps. I've heard them like through like maybe trends or like possibly the radio if the radio comes on in the car, but I don't.
It just gets me because he has money. He's this star. He feels like it's okay he let his money like just take over, and because you have all this money, you think you can have all these different women. But I'm sorry, I wouldn't do that.
And mistreat them. You know what? I think that is a thing with women. Like some women, I'm not gonna say all. Some women, they let a lot of things slide in dating if you have money.
No,
they do.
Mm-mm.
They do.
And the reason why I don't care about that is because I know how to go get my money.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get my own money.
Okay.
So if you have money, that's just a plus, but it's not. It doesn't buy me. If you have money, it lets me know, okay, we're gonna be good together. We can build something. But because you got some money, don't try to like. Don't try to throw no money at me. Don't always talk about I can do this for you. I can do that for myself, sir. Like I don't care about that. It's way beyond that at this point because I'm going to get mine by all means. So
right,
you got some money, okay?
Right. I think for me, I mean, I've dated men who like tried to like buy me.
I don't like that.
With the money. Like, sir, now listen, I can buy anything that I want to buy. That within my reason.
Now, if you have money and you're generous with your money, like you know, I'd always brag about it. I can buy you this, or I can buy you that, and you just buy me stuff. Okay, this man buy me, girl, buy me a purse. Like you know, that's different. But when you always got to talk about what you can buy me, I don't want that.
Instantly.
Sahara
Desert, okay?
Right.
Sahara fucking desert.
I don't hear it.
Like you, clearly you can't get a woman off of your personality, so you gotta throw your money out there.
Which leads to say, most of the time when they buy like that, they are lacking in other places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? I saw a question on Facebook, and the question was, do you? I gotta find it. It was along the lines was, do you want a man that's mentally good or sexually good, or you want someone who is okay? So they're mentally good but lacks sex appeal, or do you want someone who has the sex appeal and the sex but lacks mental capacity?
I don't want neither one of them.
You don't want neither one? You want both? But if you had to choose,
it's gonna be the sex.
The sex? Really?
It's like a 50-50 because you don't want nobody his mental messed up. He crazy. I don't want that. I can't deal with nobody that can't please me sexually. I can't. I've done that. I'm not doing that. If you can't give it to me how I need it, then I can't do this.
You can
I'm not.
What was it? The lack of the equipment or the skills? Because skills are like self. Not even necessarily self-taught, but they can be taught. The equipment, not so much.
The equipment, because you like okay. So if you got some nice equipment, I can help. I can let you know what I like.
Okay.
So I can show you what makes me happy. But if you ain't got the equipment, I can't show you nothing. And then I'm serious. Like I'm at the point of my life now where I'm not doing that no more. I've done that. I got cheated on. Like the men that don't have the equipment have plenty of hoes. The hoes like to fight over the less equipped men. I'm not fighting over this. You can have it.
I'm not fighting over this.
Period. Ma'am, this what you want? Come get it.
Come get this little bitty thing.
I'm good.
Me personally,
but
mentally. I want mentally. Yeah. I need that.
On my vision board at home, the like part of it is like I need my man to be mentally ready. Like he doesn't have no baggage from the past
to receive
all of it. He has a strong mental. He knows. You know what I'm saying? He ain't don't nothing from the past stress him out, and he ain't bringing nothing that to me. I need that. But I also got how I need the equipment to be too. Really.
Now listen.
And it doesn't have to be, long as the street. No, or it doesn't have to be.
You said long as the street.
No.
Now one thing that I have realized as I've gotten, I don't need no big old horse meat.
No, I don't need that.
Listen. Also, real women do not necessarily need that because, baby, I don't have time to be
hurting, can't walk. No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be like that. But you cannot be like this right here, okay? If this is what you are and you know this is what you are, leave me alone.
We're gonna open up the doors for the men talking. What about a woman in her coochie?
That's different. That's her and her. But I'm talking about me.
Cause honestly, most women we feed off the energy of the man. I'm just gonna be honest. Like we feed off the energy of the man.
Thriving.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
gotta be a little something. So, one thing I can say is mentally, if we can have a good conversation, we can talk about anything, and that you stimulate my mind.
Talk.
The sex will come.
That goes with conversation when I'm dating. Like if I can still, I go to sleep. You know, you can be in the kitchen on the phone and you can look over and sleep on the couch.
Out. I'm like, hey, girl.
It does not take a lot. So when I meet a guy, if I can't like have a conversation with him on the phone and not go to sleep, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
You can't. You like your conversation. If your conversation good and I'm talking to you, I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I think for me, for the for the most part, if we're having like a good conversation and like it's really like in depth, it's getting there, like books. I love a man that reads. Like reading is so sexy because to me you're
trying to learn.
Yeah, like you're not stopping the learning process.
And that's
like,
why I've been into those books.
That.
I just got a new book in the mail today before.
That shit is
I just got a new book. I just started this book that I'm currently reading. I started it like Monday, and I would have been done if I just, like I could have read yesterday, but I was like, no.
I need to get back into reading.
But I ordered the new book, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish the current book tomorrow, or I give myself to like Tuesday to get that book done, and I'm be on the next one. So. Reading has really like helped stimulate my mind, and I know what I be reading about. I'm reading about something different, but I know what I be reading about. It's not real, but it's still, I don't know. It just helps you see different stuff, Like it's talking about like in this particular book, this girl, she was 17, she turned 18. Her dad was a kingpin. He ended up dying, and then the guy that she was with, he didn't like the guy. He knew that he wasn't right for his daughter. And exactly what the dad said, the boyfriend is really the reason why the dad got killed. But now, her mom and dad are deceased. She has a little sister. She done had several miscarriages because he beat on her. And
Lord.
It just kind of like...
It's a sombering book, girl.
Yeah, but it's really, it describes another guy that her dad introduced her to, the ideal man. It kind of breaks down.
So you think like books like that, it's like a alter reality of the type of men that you don't want to date.
And the type of men you want.
And you do and you don't.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Like in the other guy that she wanted, she begged him to be with her, but he told her, "You're not ready. You're not ready because of this, because of that. I need a woman, not a little girl."
And me personally, like I always remember like my dad. When you say that, like my daddy is street nigga.
We're not even talking about my daddy. Don't even ask. Okay.
He used to always say, "Don't date." Date a man that's better than me. And I didn't understand what he meant until I got grown. Then I realized, yes, I want to date a man that's better than my dad. Not saying he's not a good man, because he was an amazing father to us, and everyone has their flaws, but I understand exactly what he means when he says date a man better than me.
I want to ask you a question, then we can wrap it up.
Okay.
I want to ask you, do you feel like because you had your dad around, it helps you? Like, do you feel like it affects how you date?
It did. It does. It do. I think because I did see my daddy being a hustler. We didn't go without. We had everything that we needed. I had young parents though, so in that aspect of it, because my parents were very young when they had us, they were still in like that real grind mode or whatever. However, my daddy was still kind of like in the streets, so. In a sense, I seen that, I knew that, and I tend to pick guys that kind of resembles that type of life at one point, and because of that, it's and they wasn't bad men. Like I said, I remember I dated a dope dealer. That was one of the best relationships that I had.
They're street smart. It's the street knowledge that turns you on.
He was really smart.
They have like two different mentalities. Like they know how to be this person, and they know how to be that person. That's sexy. Right. Yeah. And even in the streets, even aside from the street part, I like. You still learn from them?
I learned other things
besides that.
I dated other men who were. Now I understand that my daddy wasn't. My daddy was a little bit on the poor side,
right.
you know.
Right.
So it's like that's the type of men that I end up picking, and sometimes you pick those men unbeknownst to you because it's subconsciously in your mind, and those, you know, and I remember asking my mama one day. You know, she said something silly, and I was like, "Well, you picked the man," and she was like, "You know what I mean? Like, you been talking about my daddy, you know?" And she was just like, "Well, I was young and dumb, and it just looked good, you know. It looked good to have that type of man." And they was married for years, you know. They divorced after I graduated high school, maybe a couple years afterwards. So, you know, they waited until I graduated. You know, that's essentially what she said. I waited till my kids got out the house, and. You know, because was he an amazing father to us? Yes. Mm-hmm. Was he essentially an amazing man to her, per se?
Probably
not.
Right.
You know, so, and I feel like I picked men, I kind of mirrored that life. Like,
you don't know nothing different. So, with that being said, I feel like that's why I have a hard time dating, because I didn't grow up with my dad in the house.
Right.
So I don't really know. I know a good man when I see one. Like, my friend may have this good man, or I may know this couple, and I'm like, he's a good man from what it looks like.
Right.
But when it comes to picking, I have like what I like and what I'm looking for, but it feels like I always end up somehow picking the wrong one because I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't get that love I've got it from like my uncles, you know, people around. But just like a man in the house, like my dad, like really like teaching me, showing me, like, this is what you need to get from a man. Don't let a man do this to you. Don't do that. I didn't get that.
And so your parents were young when they
My
had
parents
you
were young,
too.
really young. So that's why I be hard on my daughter's dad. Like, whatever you do, you make sure that she knows what kind of man that she need in her life. Mm-hmm. You be that man for her. I be on him about that because I feel like that's important. We don't have to have anything, but when it comes to her, make sure she know. Please make sure she know. And that's important, like I said, because I didn't get that, and I feel like I like a lot, you know, when it comes to dating. I be like, God, dog. My dad.
You blame your dad for? You feel like you blame
me and my dad, we are, we cool now. Mm-hmm. But we didn't get like this until I was out of high school.
Right.
You know, so before it was just my mom. My mom showed me everything. Now, if I didn't have the mom I had, I don't know what kind of woman I would be, because she gonna go work. So I know how to go get it. And she's made me into the woman I am, but I feel like I can be a better woman if I had a dad. You know, I can know certain things. Right. So with that being said, I feel like he played a role in it. Mm-hmm. You know, he was around, but it wasn't. He was still out there doing what he wanted to do. Oh yeah, he was definitely, whatever it was, he wanted to do. And my kid after kid after kid. Like, I have two little brothers. I have a brother on my mom's side, I have a brother on my dad's side. And I always knew my little brother on my dad's side, but for a little while I didn't get to see him. But now I do his hair, and he's like taller than me. Really? And I just like, I be looking up at him, and you know, he has a deep voice. I'm like, you got a girlfriend? You know, we just be talking. I be like, he's like, yeah, I remember. I'm like, dang. Look, did you know your daddy had like a little baby or something? I have a little sister. Jersey is 2, and I think she maybe like 4.
Baby, your daddy didn't play no game.
Yeah, he didn't play.
Oh,
you know?
Your daddy did not play no games.
Yeah.
Girl. Well, yeah. So that wraps up our modern dating. I wouldn't even say it was just modern dating. It was like just dating realization.
Dating in general, right?
Realization. I think going forward, I hope that this helps other people, especially the realizing the type of men the type of men that you have dated. I hope that this makes you open your eyes and see, does your past
affect
your present
or reflect? Affect or reflect? Right,
especially those who did not grow up with their fathers and those who did. Those things are very important, because now that I'm at my age, after 30, I realized that it made a very big difference. And because of that, I feel like I can go forward in life dating better, making better choices.
See red flags when they appear. When you start peeping them, understand.
Right.
Understand. Holding people accountable.
Alrighty. Well, until
Next time.
next time, you guys, please, please, please subscribe. You can find us. We have a YouTube now, so you can find us Verbal Elixir on YouTube. We're gonna start posting kind of daily. We have a Facebook page, Verbal Elixir. My personal page, Avion Smith. I'm a little outlandish on my page, not so much like I used to be. I used to be. Not
she
so
has
much
an
now.
interesting Facebook, y'all.
I've calmed down. Like I've really
Yeah,
calmed
you
down.
have.
I
Jesus,
really
you
have.
have.
So trust me, I have. And so deny what proof I denied
Donata Willis on Facebook. Donata Willis on Facebook. I don't really post a lot, but I'm gonna do better, y'all. I'm gonna do better. If you have any questions, reach out. If you're interested in coming and talking with us, reach out.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in and see you next time. Girl, you know one thing that I had said that I said you have to be mentally unhinged to have a baby as a single woman. And then you have to be even more unhinged to give a woman your seed not knowing you don't want to be with her.
That's worse. That's worse.
I think it's like
Because you know, right?
unhinged. Yeah, it's unhinged, right?
You know, right? You know.
Yeah.
Because I know.
Cause I ain't gonna do that no more. You ain't gonna catch me no more.